Hey guys, you're about to have your first weekend of the challenge, and I want to make sure you're just as into it over the weekend as you are during the week. It's it's much easier to stay consistent with healthy eating and activity Monday through Friday. And then as we lose that routine Saturday and Sunday, we can easily overdo it. So we want to make sure that we're not being unproductive with our weekends and really productive during the week. We want everything to work together. So weekends should definitely not be your setback. So with that in mind, I wanted to talk a little bit more about eating slow. So as this weekend approaches, you may not be as strict as you are with your food Monday through Friday, but if you do anything, focus on eating slow, and that's going to be a great way to control your portions and to make sure you're not consuming excessive calories no matter what food you're having. So eating slowly is one of the simplest and most powerful things you can do to improve your overall health. And that's not just trying to lose or maintain weight. It also goes a lot further with digestion. So for one, eating slowly actually increases your satisfaction with food. So we talked about it a little bit, that lag time between food getting into your stomach and your brain knowing you're having it. It's not just about getting full, it's also about your body feeling satisfied with the amount of food you're having. So when you slow down, you're increasing that satisfaction. It also improves digestion. So if you're someone who has reflux or heartburn, or you just don't feel well after you eat, it could be because you're eating too fast. There's enzymes in our saliva that break down food while we're chewing. So if we're not chewing enough and preparing our stomachs for food, our food just lands really heavy in our stomachs, and we're skipping crucial steps in that digestion chain. Think of everything from digestion, which actually starts in your brain when you see food, to when you chew it, when you swallow it, when it hits your stomach, to when it goes to your large intestine, your small intestine. All of that is a series of chain reactions, and if you eat really fast and you eat too fast, you're skipping steps, and then that chain just starts to break down. Eating slowly is also going to help you have smaller portions without even trying. So when you chew more, you're eating slow, you're getting less food, but like we already talked about, your satisfaction actually increases. So it's going to decrease your hunger at that specific meal and also throughout the day. The last thing that eating slowly really helps with is hydration. So there have been studies that are done, and I'll send you links if you want to look into it more, that show that our hydration levels stay higher when we eat slower. So not only is that usually because we're drinking water in between bites, it also helps regulate that digestive chain, the series of events that happen through digestion, to keep all your levels more stable and just help you feeling better. It is also proven that eating fast leads to weight gain, or people that are heavier tend to eat faster. So we want to make sure that it is something we can control. There's a lot of things with health and fitness that we can't control. We can't control what happens on the scale. We can't control if we're actually losing body fat or not. We can control what goes into our bodies and how we behave. So eating slow is one of those things we have absolute control over. So we want to make sure we're taking advantage of it so that we do start to see those outcome goals we're working towards. Now, if you are a fast eater, and I'm going to tell you that a meal should take about 20 to 30 minutes. If that feels like way too much time, trust me, you're not alone. I've always been a slow eater, but my husband eats very fast, and sometimes his meal is gone by the time I put my plate on the table and get up to grab a glass of water. So I've seen it, I understand it, but we really need to start slowing things down. The best thing that works for me is pacing myself with a slow eater, and I have 2 toddlers at home. So if you've ever eaten at a toddler pace or watched a toddler eat, dinners seem endless, and that's actually working in our favor right now. So you can find a slow eater, try to match their pace, or make sure you're eating in a calm environment without distraction. So we don't want to be eating in front of a TV, because that's when snack accidents happen. We want to make sure we're putting our utensils down in between bites, drinking water in between bites, or you can also try changing up utensils. So use something like chopsticks instead if you really need help slowing yourself down. Try to time a meal, see how long it takes, and then work on extending that time over the course of a few days. Now, I want you to still enjoy your weekend. You will probably be hearing from me again, but that is just fine. And send any questions my way. Stay warm this weekend, and I will talk to you soon.